The elf is going to just reposition himself just a wee little bit. Right here. And then he's going to search. Hazard! Or hazard, as a friend of mine used to say. While you are searching, a hidden arrow shoots from the wall, striking you. You lose 1 body point, and your turn is over. Return this card to the bottom of the deck. I think it's because of this card that my friend and I just assumed that spear traps automatically did 1 damage. But this is a hidden arrow. And it's also, you know, a hazard card, not a regular trap. So, but yeah, that sucks for the elf. That brings him down to 3 body points. And that's the end of his turn. Francisco says, have a meeting, so I have to go. Have a great Dungeon Fest, Christian Geek Central. Have a good day to a couple of the other guys in the chat. Thanks for coming by, Francisco. Okay, so it's the dwarf's turn now. And he's already searched. He found that gem. Let's have him start moving forward, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll open up this door. See what lies beyond. Well, the only thing he can see for sure at this point is that there is a zombie right in view. But do I want it to be a zombie? What are my other options here? I think I want to go with... No, I'll just stick with a zombie. The other options... Yeah, not as much of a threat as I'd like them to be. Oops! Oh my gosh! Camera, Pater, camera. I'm getting to the edge of my table here. Guess I could push this board forward a little bit, give myself just a little more room. Okay. So he was like what, back here or something? So he would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's go ahead and he's got a crossbow. So he could attack this dude right from here. Let's do that. Let's see, it's 3 combat dice for that. And he gets 2 skulls. My gosh. Good luck, zombie. What does the zombie get? Like a 3 defense dice? Questionable in my mind, but oh well. And he doesn't get a single black shield. The zombie is gone. And leaves behind 25 coins. So, that is cool. And that takes care of the dwarf's turn. Wizard, just going to keep up with the pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. And that's his turn. Zargon gets a threat. And we're back to the barbarian's turn. So now he's going to get out there. He will brave the trap. Brave it. Certainly not outthink it. But he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's set this up. Well, let's do the trap first. Okay, black shield. So it does trigger. So why don't we just, before I forget, mark off the threat for that. Will he notice it? He will not. Will he dodge it? Yes, he will. Wow, okay. So, no damage there. Pretty nifty. But he did still spring the trap, so I think the trap being sprung does end his turn. I could look that up to be sure, but I'm not going to. Let's set up this hallway now. So immediately we're blocked off on that side. We've got some more doors here. yeah, that's it down this hallway. There's not really more to show. Okay. This room's a little funny. It's got 2 doors leading into it because in the notes for the original quest, there's a trap right on the inside of this door, a pit trap. So you kind of have a choice. They're kind of banking on maybe you coming from this side and just going to the first door available or something. Because if it's right inside the door, you can't search for it. You have no way of avoiding it if you go through that door. Because you have to be in the room before you can search for traps. Craig says, "You feeling okay? Sounding pretty phlegmy there." Yeah, just for a second there I was. Right now, I don't think I'm sounding phlegmy, but my voice is, it's getting a little more breathy as time goes on. My stamina for talking at length is not super great. But yeah, no, I'm feeling all right. I think there's, around us, there's just, we had some sickness go through here, and it has this, a little bit of phlegminess that kind of hangs on. And so I think that's what that is. So a lot of people that have had this bug, whatever it is that's been going around, they will be fine, except they'll have this hanging on bit of like phlegm or maybe a little bit of congestion or something that kind of hangs on for weeks. So I also use a cool mist humidifier that I use really just because of the white noise that it makes that I like. And I use that just, I have that on a timer so that it shuts off a couple hours after I fall asleep. But I like to have that at night when I go to bed. So I'm sure that's probably contributing a little bit too. Probably not the best thing for me. All right, let's see here. The barbarian is in the hallway. He did his thing. He can't do more. His turn is over. The elf. Let's get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about, I think, something like that. He's not going to search for anything. He's done. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3, and I'm just going to open this. The trap inside has been cashed in for points, so it's not going to trigger. But a regular one might. I don't know. Where did I start out? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I'm just going to open the door. I'm not even going to go in because I can't remember how many steps I had left. Let's see here. We'll see. I mean, like, I think I mentioned this earlier in the stream today, but like, I'm trying to have longer streaming hours today. But if I sense that, like, my focus, my ability to retain information and multitask is just deteriorating, then I might cut short the schedule and, you know, make notes to change it so people aren't confused. But we'll see. We'll see. That's why I put times approximate in the schedule. No monster in this room. Just this torture rack. And this was always one of my favorite bits of thematic furniture. Very nicely put together. I wonder what the equivalent of, like, how much this game was when it came out in 1990 or 91. I want to say that my parents bought it for about maybe $20 or $25. That sounds about right. And I wonder how much that would be in today's money. Because, man, these components, since HeroQuest, most games do not use this kind of 3D furniture and tokens and stuff like that. Thanks, Craig. Craig says, "Hope you get better quickly." Yeah, no, I'm feeling fine. I'm basically better. You know, it's just this just little hang on of a little bit of phlegm that's noticeable every once in a while. But I think now what I hear more in my voice is fatigue. It starts to get a little bit on the breathy side after a couple hours of talking pretty continuously. So yeah, that's pretty standard. That has nothing to do with any kind of cold bug or anything. We opened the door. That was the dwarf's turn. Wizard is just going to inch forward a little bit and be done. We will give Zargon a threat. and come back to the Barbarian. Barbarian is going to give this potion that's just kind of sitting on him. He could give that to the elf, who only has one. So yeah, let's do that. Let's give the elf one healing potion. Put that right there. Okay, and the Barbarian, in addition to passing that potion, is going to go 1, 2, 3 and step into this room. Let's see if a trap triggers. It does. Does he see it coming? He naturally does not. Does he dodge it? He does. Okay, well, let's scratch off that threat. All right, at this point, I could only afford one more trap like that, but we'll see what happens. I might be building up enough threat to keep pace. Anyway, so he can't move anymore because the trap triggered, so he's done. The elf is going to go 1, 2, 3, and he'll just stop here, and he'll just search for treasure right there, I think. Middle of the room. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Potion of healing. So he'll hang on to that. Now he's got definitely more than he needs. I want to give one of these to the wizard, and then I think everybody will have 2. And that'll be a really good place to be in. So that's it for the elf. The dwarf, I think I want him to go in and search also. 1, 2, 3. Wandering monster. All right, wandering monster for this quest is a zombie. Or something else whose ability will auto-trigger. Let me see what else it could be. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything else that I really want. I think I'll just stick with... Because putrid zombie, not ideal. I'll just stick with the regular zombie. So we'll have him appear right there. And he's going to attack. Do I want to try and do disease instead of attacking? Yeah, because it auto-triggers. So yeah, disease absolutely is going on the dwarf. Bleh, don't feel so good. Alright, so that is the end of the dwarf's turn. Elderast, you're just going to keep up. 1, 2, 3, 3. That's good. We'll stop there. And now we will give Zargon a threat. Cycle back around. Oh, wait, no, not yet. Hello, zombie in the room. Do we want to try and infect the elf as well? Yeah, sure. Let's give lots of people diseases if I can. Oh no, it does not trigger. It needs to trigger on a 4 through 6, so that's just a dud. Now we're back to the barbarian's turn. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Unleash his 5 attack dice on this zombie. And that's going to be 2 skulls. The zombie can potentially defend. He gets 3 defense dice. And he totally fails. So there goes the zombie. Leave anything? Oh my gosh, he left a healing potion. Nice. So that goes to the barbarian, who now has 3 healing potions, racking them up. If I were to change something at this point, I mean, I don't know. I ended the last quest in rough shape as far as potions, and I think my wizard barely survived or something. So if these things have gotten pretty rough at the end, I don't want to end a quest necessarily with a huge surplus of potions. So if I were to question something and tweak something, it would be that looting element that triggers healing potions on a 6. What I would really like is the ability to buy, even if it was for like a crazy price, like 500 coins. I think for 500 coins, you should just be able to buy one of the regular healing potions that comes in the deck. Because that's pricey, and they don't want you to just be able to totally stock up with ridiculous amounts of healing potions between quests. I get that. So, you know, make them expensive, and maybe even 500. So then maybe in that case, I could consider making a roll of 6 on the loot roll just be a greater amount of money. Something to think about. Something to think about. But I don't have the brain power to think about it now. What just happened? We had the... Oh, yeah. Now we cycled around to the hero's turns, because I had... Didn't I? Or no? The barbarian attacked and killed the... Yeah, because we just did the loot thing, and he got a healing potion. Barbarian's done. Elf. I think everybody has searched in this room. I think it's just time to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll keep heading this way. 5, 6. That's the elf's turn. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he's got to... Let's check that, the disease thing. What does he got to do? It's like a... Monster abilities way over here. It's a skull. He loses a body point. Anything else, he removes it. Okay. Alright. Dang. So... Oh, that's actually... looks like the first damage he's taken the whole quest. Okay, not bad. Brings him down to 6. So that's the end of the dwarf's turn. Wizard. 1, 2, 3. We'll just stop there. And now Zargon gets a threat. And we come back to the barbarian's turn. Let's sprint, barbarian. Let's see if we can get you back up in front. That's a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't matter. He's going to surf up to the front anyway. Okay. And I think they're close enough that I don't need to... Yeah, I don't need to wait so that he can continue being in the front. I'll just keep moving. Elf. Oh, he might be able to dodge this trap better. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if a trap triggers. There is a trap there. Does he see it in time to avoid it? Let's see here. Defend... Or no, mind. So he's got to roll less than 4. He does not succeed. So it does trigger. Does he dodge it? No, he does not. So he is down to 2 body points now. But he is loaded with 3 healing potions right now, so I'm feeling pretty good about where he's at. His turn's over, but we do need to make sure the rest of this hallway is revealed, so let's take care of that. Looks like maybe just... Oh, you've already got that, because we've been... Oh, we're circled around. Pretty much. Pretty close. Anyway, there's nothing to reveal in that corridor as it is. So, that's the end of the elf's turn. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. Oh, but he's got to do his... Dang it, he's got to do his stinking disease token. Does a black shield get rid of it? Yeah, white or black shield removes it. Okay, cool. So that's the end of the dwarf's turn. Wizard just going to inch forward. 1, 2. Yeah, that's good enough. Zargon gets a threat. Ooh, I forgot to scratch off that trap threat. Okay, we're all caught up now. Back to the barbarian's turn. Well... Yeah, let's just book it. Can we book it? Let's see if we can sprint. Hey, not bad. 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, look at that. Perfect. 10. So he can go ahead and just take on this hallway. We haven't actually been in this hallway yet. This door to it was revealed when we were in this room, but we've not actually been in this hallway yet. So let me first off roll for that trap trigger to see if we got something here. It does trigger, so let me be sure and mark that off. Does he see it coming? He does not. Does he dodge it? He does not. So he's down to 1 body point. Getting pretty beat up here. Alright, let's reveal the rest of this hallway. Let's see, that door we've already seen. Here's a door we haven't seen yet. And then we've got some stone blocking the end of this hallway. And we have one more door. So normally I would follow the left wall, but I don't need to do that. We've already been through that room. So at this point, what I'll probably do is just follow the left wall, but skip that door and go down here. Make sure we hit that door. But I believe that's where I stopped. That's where I ran out of movement or so. Oh no, I had 10. Where was I before? Good grief. I don't remember. I'm going to say he was maybe back here, and we had 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we'll say. I don't know. So that's the barbarian. Elf is likewise going to sprint. Let's see if we can get this going here. Oh, no, just 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Roleplay Cafe says, reminds me of the old Gauntlet video game. Yeah, I think that I could totally see that. Aesthetically, and I mean, certainly aesthetically. But there's a simplicity about it, too, that's, you know, not much more than the Gauntlet games. If I remember correctly, you didn't really do a lot of shopping and stuff. You picked up items, but that was much more simplistic and arcadey and maybe going for points. You did get some meat or something as a health pickup, I think. But anyway. Yeah. So that was who? That was the elf. Okay, he's done. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we can be done there. Wizard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. A threat for Zargon. Right now, I'm at the point where I could not spawn. I don't have enough points to spawn a trap. So if he opens a door anytime soon, which he will, and moves in, I'm not gonna be able to spawn a trap. So let's go ahead and take advantage of that. Roleplay Cafe asks, how many quests come with the game? Are there expansion quests? Okay, let me look ahead here. Remind myself, I thought it was 12. Oh no, it's 14. 14 come with the base game, of which I am on number 5. So when I started this series, it was just kind of experimental. It's like, well, let's just do the first quest and just see how that goes. See if people watch. Mainly the archived ones is kind of what I'm gauging based on that is how I determine whether or not I'm going to continue with this series. But those are getting enough views that I found it worth it to keep going with this. And I don't know of any or many playthroughs of the entire base campaign of HeroQuest that are on YouTube. And so I thought that, if I end up going the distance, there could be some real value in that. But it's definitely taking a while because I do one quest basically every 6 months on the schedule that I'm on. So, yeah. Years to get all this done. Which is why HeroQuest felt like a good fit to me, because it's not the new hotness, but it's a respected game, and it has legacy and history, and I think even people who don't have this game and aren't interested in getting it have played a number of games inspired by it. Or maybe they're just fans of D&D, and they recognize the streamlined nature of this that still captures some of that feel and would find it interesting to watch. Yeah, I think it's a good fit to go the distance on. But we'll see. It's all up to re-examination. But your question, are there expansion quests? Absolutely. I own the expansions. There were 2, I think a total of 4 that were produced 2 that were released in America, and 2 that were only released in the UK. But this is one of them. Oops, knocking stuff over. Keller's Keep, called a quest book, and that's the cover for it. In part, it was coming off anyway, but in part I took it off because it's got the alchemist shop. But then it's very similar to the other quest book, except these have just 10. These have just 10. So, yeah. But still a great value. I mean, the difference between 10 and 14, not that much, and I think they were like... How much were they? Maybe the base game was much more than $25. Maybe it was more like 50 or something. I don't remember. But these, I remember, were between $10 and $20, I think, to get these expansions. They came with extra minis and these whole quest books and stuff, and really a lot of great value there. And I think all of those are part of the reprint that they've done with HeroQuest in the last year or so. And I still in the back of my mind, I wonder, will I get the Barbarian Quest one, the Frozen Horror it's called, which was never released in the US anyway. The rules are all compatible, nice new minis. The miniatures are all compatible. You know, would I maybe get the Frozen Horror new upgrade to play with this? I don't know. That's way down the line. By the time I get to it, it'll probably be out of print again. Okay, what the crap is going on? What's happening, Pater? I don't know. I killed something? Did I kill something? Whose turn is it? I think the Barbarian just went in there. I don't know. I'm looking at my tokens. I probably failed to flip some tokens when I was supposed to flip the tokens. But we'll say the Barbarian's done. Whatever's going on, I am now making it the Dwarf's turn. That's what's happening in my world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's stop here. He will go ahead and open up the door. Just keep things moving along. Oh, look at that. Interesting. So we get what was originally a secret door here, but is now a locked door, along with another zombie. Okay, so that's the end of the dwarf's turn. Yeah, I was doing this out of order. I should have had the elf go. Let me catch up and do the elf, and then I'll go back to the regular order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, wizard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now Zargon gets a threat and gets to attack with the zombie. All right, zombie gets 2 attack dice coming at the dwarf here. Oh man, that was a very efficient roll. 2 skulls coming at the dwarf, who rolls 4 defense dice. Wow, all white shields, so easily defended. Nice. Okay, so that's Zargon's turn. We go back to the Barbarian now. And he doesn't have the ability to attack diagonally. That's the that's the dwarf. So I should not have put him in the front there. Crap. Okay, so we'll just go 1, 2, I guess, and stop there. I guess I could do Reckless Charge, but I don't know that it's that important to me to risk getting hit. You know what? I got all these health potions. Let's do Reckless Charge, and I got to remind myself how that works. So, all the more reason to do it. Reckless Charge is an ability that any Past the Grit says, "Don't shoot the food." Reckless Charge. Any figure. This is one of my made-up rules that I'm playing around with. Any figure may force their way through any enemy space as long as they end their move on an empty space. However, doing this allows every enemy they move through or adjacent to make a free attack against them, for which they may roll only half of their normal defense dice, rounded down. So there's a similar... It's similar in some ways to Descent and Doom rules that like Alert or Watchful or something like that, where if you move, for every time you move into a space occupied by that enemy, they can attack you. It's not quite the same as that, but for every enemy that you either move adjacent to at some point or move through at some point with Reckless Charge, they can make an attack against you. Not more than one, but they can make an attack against you. And you defend with half of your defense dice rounded down. I'm up for that, I think, because the barbarian has quite a few defense dice and a whole lot of potions. So I am going to have him move here. That will give the zombie a chance to attack. But he whiffs it. Nice. Okay, so now the barbarian is going to attack with his full strength of 5 attack dice. And look at that, he gets 4 skulls. There's no way, even potentially, that the zombie, who only gets like 2 or 3 defense dice, I think, no way he can survive that. And get 25 coins out of the deal. Maybe he was the zombie corpse of a rich merchant or something. Good. Okay, so then that's the barbarian's turn. And I was not able to trigger a trap in there. I didn't have the threat for it. And let's do the elf now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we want to search for treasure in here? Let's go ahead and do that. Wandering. Oh, no, it's a number 3. Number 3. So we go to Pater's Random Treasure Table. If I can find it. There we go. All right. D8. Ooh, I rolled an 8. Higher is definitely better. What do we got? Oh my gosh. No, that's the best.
QuestionGeekCentral.com